as that'll give the Rangers a 2-0 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
At the plate now, Larry Flores. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes the pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
To the plate now, Corey Major. And that one yanked just foul. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. So next to the plate for Texas, Lucius Alexander, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First delivery to him. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Ball. And it's 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Flores stands at second with 2 gone. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The Rangers lead this one 2-0. Last half of the second set to go, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Ramon Lauriano.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A ball that's tarrying, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And with that, we take a look at the A's leaders in that category, and sure enough, his name is right there at the top. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far.
Huge swing of the bat right there, just hooking foul. Would have tied the game. I know there's still a lot of game left, but that was potentially a huge momentum swing there. Going to have to find a way to refocus and continue this at bat.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third. Next up for the A's, Matt Chapman. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Oh, and he can't hang on. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
I guarantee you at release point, he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up, middle of the plate, usually gets deposited in the seats.
And that brings up Chad Pinder, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. Popped up. James has room in foul territory, but this will land untouched. Lifted down the line in left, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Gotta love a night at the ballpark. These fans certainly are. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Reggie Adell grounded out in his last at-bat. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch, as he drives a liner to right center. And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know about that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box now, Gavin Dawson. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Adell stands at second with no outs. Grounded back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it, and he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Roy, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
In now, Ralph James, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Back over to Moreland, and they get 2 out of it.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Standing in now, Jeff Kavanagh, as he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park, just like he did back in the second. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Into the box, Jared Sands hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 went down looking his first time up. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Kinder's got it for out number 3. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Striding in for Oakland, Mitch Moreland. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. In there, a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. Around second, he's on his way to third.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases on that one, but somehow he makes it all the way around to third for a triple. Give credit where credit is due. Nobody in the park, including me, thought he had that in him.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
Ball 1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
2-1.
And it misses. 3-1 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll get a step closer. It's a sac fly to make it a 3-2 game now. Into the box, Jed Lowry as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Alexander is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. So next to hit is Josh Harrison. Flew out last time up. Now here's the first offering. 2 out, nobody on. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. To 1-2 now. Again, another foul ball. On, he pops it up. And no one will get this one. Another 1-2 delivery. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Rangers 3 and the A's 2. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in as the switch hitting second baseman, Pokey Russell. Here's the first pitch.
Hey!
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Stepping in now, Larry Flores. They'll try and get that tying run to third as he puts this one down. And the throw to first is in time, one gone. Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. To the plate now, Corey Major. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Russell leads off second with one gone in the inning. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. A bullet to first base. But the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lucius Alexander.
Next to stand in is Lucius Alexander. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
First offering as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. So he's clearly been scuffling out there, really unable to find a rhythm.
Yeah, Matt, I think his only hope is to try to get out of this 4th inning and maybe try to regroup for the 5th. But this is 8 hits he's given up already, so he might even have trouble doing that.
At the plate now, Reggie Adele, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. This is on the ground over to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Up next for the Rangers.
That's a big knock right there for his confidence. He had seen it. You're walking to the plate. You know your average would dip below 220 for the first time in a long time. Nice AB.
In now, Gavin Dawson. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And the runner is in from second. And the second run will score here as they open things up to a 6-2 advantage.
Now batting.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse. Standing in now, Ralph James. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. No hits to this point. Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Hit back toward the mound. Lowry's got it. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, tough play on a nice forehand stop. He had to be perfect with his exchange and throw to get the out, and it looked like he had to dig in his glove a little bit to get a little extra grip on the baseball. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kavanagh. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from him on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
To the left side, but it's well fouled. Here comes the 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Rangers on top here, 6-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Ramon Lauriano. Now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Here comes the right fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So 1 down, no one aboard. And that means the catcher, Yan Gomes, bats next. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Chad Pinder is in for his 2nd plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. 2-out double, left stranded. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Paul Blackburn, the 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Paul Blackburn.
New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the rookie designated hitter, Jared Sands. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Pokey Russell is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a hard liner to center field. Lauriano is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 11, Larry Flores.
At the plate now is Larry Flores. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Hit hard to short. Lowry's got it. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They lead it 6-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2, and that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
For the A's, the right
Set
fielder,
now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Stephen Piscotty. First offering on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it. 0-2.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The next 1-2 pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Now 1 down with the bases empty, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. On the season, Moreland is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Matty, he struggled this season against left-handed pitching, but maybe a little shot of confidence with the manager putting him in the lineup today.
The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
3-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And it's gone. Mitch Moreland with a solo home run. 4th home run for him on the season. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
That swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
So now it's Mark Hanna.
The designated hitter.
As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Fastball too high, ball 4. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. From the stretch, and she'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. 0-2 the count to Jed Lowry.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
That's the ball.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
1-2.
Kenna, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a liner. The tag will get him coming back to first. It's a double play, and the inning is over. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. Through 5 innings, it's now 6-3.